Can he come back with a dot ball?
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Finds the fielder with that shot. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. The Super Giants are 128 for none.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Edged it, no one there. Could be four. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. Sixth last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. How will he reply?
Marsh, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. Six more.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. How will the bowler respond?
Massive outside edge. Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Swept away but finds the fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. That was just a pour over, gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Well played, could be a quick single. End of the over. The Super Giants are 165 for none.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Cracking shot, over pitch, and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Finds the edge. Gone. Great reflexes. And gone. Straight to the keeper. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. was quick onto that in the infield. The crowd is electric right now. Oh my, that's racing away. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Beats the field with a great shot.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Brooke, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today are completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Nicely played. 2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus. Back to line and length. There'll be runs here. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Couldn't get it through the field. That was just a poor over. Gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score. Might look to go big again here.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Chance to run 2. Perfectly timed. That's a boundary save for sure.
textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
Nearly gets the edge. Stubbs with a great delivery there. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Onto that early, that could be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Leading edge lands safe from hands though. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Power and precision in that shot. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Well played, could be a quick single. Finds the fielder with that shot. Some serious questions need to be asked after another poor over. First, how to stop the rot, and secondly, do you use someone else?
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Edge, but it drops safely. got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Edged it. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab. Oh, nice catch. Great reactions. Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Patel, I'm sure, will be onto their bowlers to pick up another quick wicket. Should be runs here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Edged, unplayable, and safely taken by the keeper. And great catch, brilliant work. Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. It would be impossible to focus out there. The noise is deafening. Chance to run two. Oh, that's great work in the deep. Saved a certain boundary. Last over of this innings, no point defending now. That's two full. Nice shot. It could be four.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Nice shot. Runs possible.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Gritska left it alone. Didn't want to chase the wide one.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands.
And left alone again, through to the keeper again.
Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Nicely played. Runs one. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Got onto that so early. A cut shot in front of square, teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Nice shot. Cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4 fantastic shots.
And that's the end of the innings. Delhi have been set a target of 236 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Winds up but misses. It's like they went a bit too early on that shot. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. The crowd is electric right now. Shot, should be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. And the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today are completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary. How will he reply?
End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. Delhi, 11 for none.
With such a challenging run rate required, they really needed an over like this early on, and they got it.
Khan coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Good shot, a beauty.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Huge shot. It's a massive shot, just incredible.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift. Needs a dot ball.
At least one here. Couldn't get it through the field.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Khan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Rahul, stand out and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more. End of the over. Huge. 26 off it. Delhi, 37 for none.
With 2 overs completed in the power play and at 12 plus and over, they're just ahead of the required run rate. Superb start.
Nice solid defensive shot. Driven through extra cover and get a single. Nearly gets the edge. Thakur with a great delivery there. Nice shot. Runs possible. Power and precision in that shot. That was just a poor over. Gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
At the end of the third, they've had a massive start, ahead of the required run rate now. Need to keep going, though.
Knocks him over. First ball, the over. Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. The worst possible time to be coming into bat. Just have to settle and not think about the previous wickets. Shot, not waiting around.
Well, they've faced 1 ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment. Consecutive 6s. Bowler needs to hit the mark. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Too full and got what it deserved.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. There, hooked away, and that'll be a maximum. Oh, and a nice catch by the young lad in the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot, and it's flown over the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. The new batter will probably just look to survive this ball before even thinking about scoring. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Nicely played. Runs one. Delhi starting to hit their stride now after a big over. The Super Giants in a whole heap of trouble.
Well, the run rate is soaring at the moment. They're well ahead of the required rate. Sublime stuff.
Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Dug that out well. Chance to run two.
Good return back from the deep.
Well, that's just a classic cover drive. Beautiful to watch. Great sound off the bat. That's 4 more.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved. No.
Terrible shot. That's the over. Delhi are 85 for 2.
6 gone. We saw a masterclass in how to handle a power play, but also in a chase. They played with aggression, not just with power, but with their intent on running between the wickets as well.
Power and precision in that shot. With the 4 of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Stubbs will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Lots of pressure coming into bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Markram, the spinner, coming into the attack. Duplessis drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Solid shot. That's going for 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Cracks off the bat. Nice shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. How will the bowler respond?
There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary, though. Nair ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Wow, that's missed a lot. Markram with a huge appeal. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Belts it away. Duplessis with 4 more.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
On that nicely, good defence. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Nice shot. Runs possible. Joseph has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Missed it. That was a chance. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
That is quite extraordinary. Now, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
Another over where runs are just too easy to find. These batters are seeing the ball really well, and the confidence is starting to build.
Batting positively at the moment with a slender lead over the required run rate and really trying to push on with it.
Great shot, wide of mid-on, and that'll run away for 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Marsh over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum. How will he reply?
Well, that's just a classic cover drive. Beautiful to watch. Great sound off the bat. That's 4 more.
A strong area for them. Lifted it up and over towards the rope. Needs a dot ball.
Nearly gets the edge. Marsh with a great delivery there. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. Delhi are 136 for 4.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Gone area with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4. And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. 2 full and got what it deserved.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? There could be a couple if they hustle.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Nicely played. Runs one.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
15 runs out of there. Delhi are 151 for 5.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Going with spin now. Chance to run 2. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Nair drills that one away. That'll be 4 more to the tally.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Ahmed shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Slapped away through cover point, given a bit of width, and it was punished.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. That's the over. Delhi, 174 for 5.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captain's tried everything, but nothing's worked.
Khan back into the attack. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today are completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Jumped all over the slower ball and only gave them more time to see it and make sure of it. Might look to go big again here.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
They picked the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Nice solid defensive shot. The atmosphere is electric. You can really feel the buzz around the spectator areas. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. End of the over. Delhi 186 for 5.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
No, terrible shot. It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Misses everything. The crowd is electric right now. Nicely played. Runs one. Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Good shot. A beauty. The shot's certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Dug that out well. Marsh, coming back into the attack, has done well so far.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Well, the tension is extraordinary. The crowd are on the edge of their seats. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Late cut, straight to the fielder. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment.
How will the bowler respond?
Nice shot, just a flick off the pads. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Nice solid defensive shot. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. Delhi 205 for 5.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captain's tried everything, but nothing has worked.
Thakur back on now. Wow, that's missed a lot. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Cuts that off well in the infield. Everyone's gone up. Patel is new to the crease. They'll be keen to feel bat on ball early. Misses. How did that not hit?
No shot off it there.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. The bowler looks really confident. The Super Giants having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Didn't have a lot going for it. It's hit them outside the line and will be not out. Missing everything, and so it will stay not out.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire though. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Dug that out well. Delhi weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Ahmed coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. Doesn't beat the infield. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Completion of the over. It's going to be really hard to get back on track from here. Tough to save the match now.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Takur over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Good return back from the deep.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. And the spectators here at the moment, they're absolutely captivated by what they're watching. Sweetly hit down the ground. They'll be hard-pressed to stop it. Nicely played. Runs 1.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum. How will he reply?
That's the over. Delhi, 232 for 6.
Well, that was a perfect example of sustained power hitting. What a finish that was.
Three runs. Nick. In this final over, so tough to defend at this level. Too full, punch back down the ground. It could be 4. Nice solid defensive shot. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. Power and precision in that shot.
Just 2 to win.
Went for the drive, complete miss. Great timing right off the meat of the bat.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Absolutely nothing the batter could do there. Totally undone by a superb in-swinging Yorker. Bowling, just brilliant bowling. Just catches enough of the wicket. Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Scores level, 1 run to win, 1 ball remaining. Will this be a tie? going to be a maximum. Ferreira has sent their team and the crowd into raptures. What a finish. What a match. This is what cricket is all about. That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.